Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's do a random run, because that's what we've been doing, because random runs are fun, and also, I don't have anything to do in Monster Train. Just occasionally I play it, occasionally people want to see it, so we'll play it. We have, what is this? Stygian Exile Champion Wormkin Ally Echo Infusion. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think this is gonna be easy. I think this is gonna be a very easy run, especially if we get the Frostbite champion and we can just buff his HP constantly. With Titan's Tooth and Offering Token, we can use this to clear floors. So, you know, fingers crossed that things work out the way I hope that they will. But this looks like a pretty decent run. And then I didn't even look at what the first bosses were. Armored Creation, so that's Damage Shield. And this is Block, so Spell Shield boss, I think. Units are cheaper. When you play a spell, spells cost less are reduced to 0. That seems pretty nice with like a Titan's Tooth. That can make everything in hand free, and then we can go draw to get more spells out there. Seems great. Units costing -2 is also very good, but if we make the spells cheaper, then maybe we can cast the units for free. Or we go for free units and then draft a lot of units. But maybe we don't want to draft a lot of units. Maybe we only want to draft like 1 or 2 units. Split Anvil is very good though. And I will go for the Divine Horde. Daze 3 and melee weakness to the enemy units in the bottom floor in the first wave of combat. Dazing enemies that enter your train means you have more time to deal with them, but also adding 1 echo to the top floor means that it's gonna be easier to play like Echo Infusion on the champion, but ideally maybe we want the champion on the bottom, but maybe we don't want the champion on the bottom because the champion on the bottom will take a lot of damage. It is very good, but not for the final fight. Give me the faulty... Let me think about this for a minute. Harrison, welcome, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, finally, 4 hours into it, but hello. Yes, I'm calling you out, because you always say hi to me. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for saying hi when you show up. Now I know I can get serious. Gains 1 echo that cannot be removed. Give me the loader. And then what do we have here? Action or Frostbite? Definitely Frostbite. Frostbite is way better at the AoE. Action, not so much. Non-boss enemy units enter with spikes 3. We'll turn that on. That's a pretty easy trial early, even though we're gonna have a few beefy enemies. They're also gonna be dazed, so they're not attacking immediately. This is interesting. I think we wanna still play at the bottom to apply the Frostbite to kill them as they move up. So, start buffing them. Oh right, and it's 1 Frostbite per incant on him as well. I definitely forgot about that. So let's give you more HP. We can play everything in our hand. So we're gonna play a Train Steward. Train Steward is just gonna hit the spikes, so let's put the Train Steward up here to maybe help kill this unit. Fracture. Taking 17 damage. You are living. Now you're not. That was a good call. You're taking 4 damage. You know what? If we draw Titan's Tooth, Okay, I'm actually kind of glad we didn't draw it there. So give me a Train Steward, Fracture, you're dead, you're getting stronger. We should draw the Titan's Tooth on this turn, which means we can play it for free. Buff your health. Now you're taking 121 damage. Now you're dead. So we're not gonna be able to lifesteal our champion in all likelihood, but if we can keep rolling that plus health card repeatedly, we can get some solid damage done. I will take Titan's Tooth with the split anvil. Apply armor to friendly units. Even something like this could help, but we know what we want. What we want is holdover and then spell chain on Echo Infusion, and then his Soul Guard's health is not a concern anymore. Apply Reap 2 to enemy units. Apply Infuse to cards in hand. Shelter is so bad. Consume armor 2. It's like what? On average, on a good turn, it's like 10 armor. On a really good turn, it could be like 20 armor. The idea is that it's consumed, you would draw it back with the champion that would bring your consume cards back from the draw pile. You can keep replaying it over and over again. But that amount of armor really isn't that useful. Echo Snare, I kind of just like to do a little bit of damage and kill things, and Bounding Echoes can synergize very well with other cards in your hand. You know, make your Echo Infusion infused, and then it's repeated. Let's take the Echo Snare, though. Just a little bit of raw damage. Just a spell that you can toss out there and maybe kill something. Let's go for a unit. See what we get. Quick. Quick could be pretty decent. Let's try the Horde first. When a spell with Consume is played, gain an Echo. That's really strong, depending on how you build. We have a few consumed cards. We have one consumed card. But the last time I took this, it really did help to ensure that we had enough echoes to keep the extraction going. So I think I'll take it again. We don't play a lot of units. The Pyre health on the restored is not amazing. So this is quick and can't gain armor 2. Bog Deep Cocoon. Plus 20, plus 10, plus 1, and trample. I like the effect, honestly. The Shell 12 is a pain to get out, but like, that's pretty good effect. Plus 20, plus 10, plus 1, trample. I think we'll take that immediately. Even if we don't get the unit out, we can put that in another unit. And then this is multi-strike, but yeah, I think we'll take Bog Deep Cocoon. We've won with it, so we don't need... Oh, dude, quick on this? We don't need to try to win with this. Do we even want this? Quick. Etch plus 10, and trample. 2 energy. Shell 12. Ugh. I'm just debating whether or not I should even try to buff this card, if I'm just gonna meld it into another unit later. If we don't care about the card and we're just using it for stats, we don't need quick. We don't need to try to find multi-strike or anything like that. We can just have it die, basically. But the damage is pretty good, and if we give it quick, and then we start buffing its damage beyond 90, yeah, it's Shell 12. That's 12 infused cards being played without any extraction. And we want Echo Infusion for the extraction, so I don't think we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I would literally have to shuffle the deck to get it out. So I don't think we're gonna play this unit. I think what I'm gonna do instead is just leave it for stats for later. We have a melder coming up right here, which we can use. And then one right here with a hellvent and a portal. I think I like that more, which means I think we're gonna be relying on the champion for the next combat. Second fight, are there gonna be sweeps? There could be sweeps. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put armor 2 on the cocoon as just like a cheap upgrade, and that should help it to stay alive, and maybe we can hatch it on this fight. I just don't want it to get hit by a sweeper. Non-boss enemy units get +4. I think we can turn this on, but it is gonna be a little bit difficult. If the pyre has to help, the pyre has to help. But I think we'll even play on the top floor too. We have the energy to do it on this turn, I think. Gives us more time to maybe get the shell unlocked. And you know what? If he gets armor and the champion dies, the frostbite will still tick down the boss. Yeah, I like that. So, we want a train steward. You're doing damage. Let's get more frostbite and armor for the future. Luckily, I can kill you. This is definitely worth it. Now, we don't do any direct damage, so I do need to give you a little bit more frostbite. Play this. Okay, you're gonna die when you move up. That's good. You're dying right now. You do 13 times 2. I mean, you're gonna die anyways. Okay. We'll kill you on the next floor, I hope. We're not getting any infusions going on, but I think that's fine. You're dead. We can play Titan's Tooth for free. So we play this, 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 this. Now we still don't really do that much direct damage, but it's fine. You don't etch yet. We do want to echo infusion, but we need 1 echo. You still have shell 9, good God. That's never gonna happen. Reap 2 to units, 2 units. So we'll do frostbite, 15. Are you taking 18 then? Oh, because we have 3 shard. Okay, so we'll do this, 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 this. There's only 2 echoes on the floor. We're not gonna get 7 on a floor. But in theory, maybe we can just have this guy get a bunch of frostbite and then die as he moves up. That's the dream right now. I can't even play the Echo Infusion! I can't even play this one either. Oh no. I really needed you to have a little bit more frostbite on you. Okay, we can play this one. We can play this one. So play this. It'll make everything free. Now you're taking 161. Now you're dead. Okay, beautiful. Easy! Easy. Tilsonad, welcome. Did you play any Gungeon yet? Not yet. Not yet. You'll be the first one to know, though. Days 1 to enemy units, discard your hand. We want units to attack into us if we have the champion. Discarding, I guess, could hit the Titan's Tooth, but we want enemies to hit the frostbite triggers. Confused, though. But if it discards foregone powers or foregone powers discard it, that doesn't really help us, does it? We just want draw. I think this is a skip. So let's skip. Days 1. Discard your hand. You know, there's something to be said for maybe if we apply fracture to ourselves, then we can still get the frostbite out every turn, even while dazing the units, but we're not going to draw this every turn. Echo transfer, yes. We do need this. Sweep, infused, summon 2 bogflies. Shell 5 is a little easier to get out. Oh, but sweep trample. Ooh, sweep trample is so good. Let me look at that again. Plus 20, plus 10, plus 1 and trample. These don't have like multi-strike built in, but the sweep is pretty nice. Pumpkin banner, Elvent Stygian banner. Yeah. Although if we get Shell 5 Bog Chrysalises out and then we start giving them like multi-strike and a large stone, we can get a lot of damage in, but it's not as much as we'll need. Because I have no way of like buffing damage except Echo Transfer. And Echo Transfer might be good for the sweep damage, but if there's only ever one big unit, the Silo Fight's not going to be able to kill it. One big unit is going to be more easily killed with the Bog Chrysalis. So we could put in the Cocoon into the Chrysalis and then have sizable Bogflies coming out that all have trample. But then we still have to buff the units individually unless we just buff the Bog Chrysalis, and yet we also still have to deal with the Consume and also the extraction from the Echo Infusion and the Echo Transfer, which is 4 currently per shuffle. Per kerfluffle as well. So I am leaning towards the Silo Fight with the sweep. And hopefully we just get like another unit that we can add into the mix. That shell is just really hard to work with. Would have been nice to actually have the relic that was you have 1 on the top floor constantly, because then the extraction would be a lot easier to manage. So that one could have been a misplay. I don't know. What do I take here? I kind of want to take the Bog Chrysalis, because we have sweep in the Frostbite, right? I'm gonna take the egg. The egg sucks, but if we consume cards, we can maybe hatch the egg a little bit more reliably. Maybe. I'm gonna go artifact. Extract. Oh, perfect. Well, Founding Seal is also really good for doubling the damage of the champion. I feel like what's more important though is getting your deck functional. Extraction gaining of refund makes the deck functional. That's a great card. And then if we get Spell Chain, Intrinsic, Holdover, that's kind of what we're looking for here. So I think we will do the meld here. It's going to be a lot easier to get that shell out now that we have that Carving Kruska. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then we can also put Intrinsic on like an Echo Infusion, and then hope that we get it with Holdover in the future. So that's another 35 Pact Shards. We'll be at 65, but I think that's a pretty good build. We'll check out the unit first. First of Kin, Shard Soul Carver. Honestly, I don't really see it. I actually kind of, maybe I do see the Shard Soul Carver. Inspire will buff the Bogflies. Every turn, they will get, well, at a minimum, hopefully, +2 attack and armor too. And it doesn't take long before that starts to scale faster than the +20, +10, +1 and trample from the Bog Deep Cocoon there. Maybe that's actually pretty good. Etch, we don't have that much consumption, but making the flies grow in strength Does actually seem pretty good. They have health. They'll get armor as well. They'll get damage. Yeah. Then what do we do with the Bog Deep Cocoon? The answer is I don't know. The answer is I don't know. But I'm gonna take that Carver maybe, and we'll do a meld of the Carver. Scaling is important, and this gives us scaling. Color-specific artifacts are so much better than the general ones. General one, says Seagate Jr. I would probably agree with you on that. That does seem to be the case. Yeah, that's a lot of packed shards, but that's okay. Hope for the best, fingers crossed. Get coins. 25 Fire Elf. You think we can survive the next battle? I think we can. I'm gonna take it. We have 15 HP, oh god. Well, definitely fingers crossed moment. But we got a lot of time to build up our units. Yeah, greed, hopefully, will be good here. So, Soul Guard. Bog Chrysalis. Not enough? Oh, because this isn't extracted, right? Okay, so we can play Echo Snare here or Echo Snare here. I'm gonna play Echo Snare at the top because buffing the damage of this will buff the damage of both of the units on the inside. That bomb does have a damage shield, but it only does 10 damage. Bog Deep Cocoon is not going to live, but we can play it just to dump it out of the deck. Probably later though, because what I want to do right now, right, because it's not infused. What I want to do right now is continue to work on this top floor. We can play it. Next turn, we're gonna get that Bog Deep Shell out. You're taking 6. You're dead, because you're all getting sharded. Taking 7? Now you're dead. Do we need it? Yeah, we need another one of these. We need to buff those egg boys. So now they're 45-20, and they're gonna continue to scale. I don't like it that you're killing my champion, though. There might not be anything we can do about that, which would be very bad, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. So let's start working down these worse units down here that we gotta kill. All right, or I'll champion instead. He only has 15 HP to start with, and we need to go to a magic shop now for holdover. But hopefully with enough frostbite, we can just stack up the frostbite and wipe him. I will spend, you know, 1 energy killing you. We also apply armor on our units. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. And we can buff him too. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think we just want heavy frostbite. .42 frostbite on the boss. That should be enough. It's definitely been a bit of a risky fight here, but we should have it in the bag. Buff you with more health. The Inspire is still going on. You're dead. Don't even bother. Don't even try to tell me you're not dead. Okay. Didn't even lose 1 fly. Apply 6 attack and then clear. Magic power. Return consume spells to the top of your draw pile. We only have one consumed card. And I don't think we need to bring them back. That's not the deck. Magic power. We don't really have magic power spells. Remove echoes and get +6. We don't want to draw that early because we need the shells to hatch. I think that's also a skip. We have echo transfer. We don't really need this. It's more scaling, but it's harder to work around, harder to build around. It's infused, so at a minimum you play this for +6. And it'll trigger their effects. Then you gotta rebuild it for the echo transfers and also for the shells. Yeah, I think. Hey, Balu Bear, welcome. Have you played Ultra Kill? I have not. Should I? Kaka. I assume the clear there doesn't work as extract. Yeah, it's not extract. It just removes it. So we're not gonna. Yeah, it doesn't give you the value of carving Koroska. I kind of just think this is a skip. Sweep, infuse, etch. Inspire +2 attack and armor 2. We don't need another Shard Soul Carver. At some point, if we can dupe the Bog Chrysalis, then maybe we can take capacity to get 2 of these out on the floor with the champion. We could do that here at the Hellvent, I guess. And I don't think these units matter too much. So I think we skip. Maybe we should have done like a quick sweeper, I don't know. We need draw. We need to go here. If we, is there quick? It's large stone. That's the other thing I was thinking about with the Bog Chrysalis, because it's 3 capacity, so that makes 5. Large stone on them helps out initially. +25 health, +10 damage, and large stone. We could put them on their own floor above the champion. The champion could just do his own thing. And if we take capacity and dupe this, we could have 2 of them on the same floor. It'd have shell 10, but that's a lot of buffs and a lot of damage on units on one floor. Kinda like that. Kinda like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna re-roll. Look for this. It's endless. I don't know if that works for eggs, but now we can look at the Stygian banner, and now if it's Frost Shark, we can take the endless. It's not. It's a Silophyte, which I don't really want because it's not quick. I don't think endless works on the egg, and we don't really want to resummon that anyways. So I think this is also a skip, and we'll probably just remove the Bog Deep Cocoon because this is the last unit. Unless we're gonna go heavy on Merchant of Steel upgrades looking for a quick. We're probably gonna go, well, we're probably gonna go Merchant of Magic next and try to look for holdovers and stuff, maybe even again. So I'm gonna skip this. Keep going on the Frostbite, plus 50 health now. And then if we go magic, we could go steel and try to get one more upgrade. Or I could just put endless on this, but I don't think putting endless on this works. I really want multi-strike. Really want to get like a multi-strike or something. Magic, steel, we could go there. So I'm not gonna put another upgrade on them. I have like no confidence right now. I really don't have the confidence that I think I need. I'm gonna remove another card, actually. Get these train stewards out of the deck. Restore all health when they move up a floor. You got like 160 health when they move up a floor. Bog Chrysalises will do like 80 on their own. Assuming we have enough damage when they move up. High Pact Shards. For an artifact, do we really want to do it? What I hate about this is that we kind of have to play on the bottom with these guys that add in cards to our deck, which means if we have to start at the bottom, we can't really afford this because we can't build up our deck enough. Go big. I don't want to go big. I want to win. 15, 5, 40, 60. It could be like 1600, 120. I don't think we can do enough damage to kill him, but no, you know what? I'm turning it off. I don't think we can kill him fast enough because we have to start at the bottom. All it takes is one big enemy and then we're screwed. You know what I like about this? This is also an energy refund. Yeah, currently doing 25. Ugh. Currently taking 18. Titan's Tooth here I like. It'll make everything else in the hand free. Start here. Play 2 of these. You're dead. Taking 51. Do a pull with only Gungeon on it. That'll be for when I actually really want to play some Gungeon. That'll be the joke. I like that. 27. I don't know how I'm gonna kill you. Frostbite, I guess. Train stewards aren't gonna do it. Okay, so we need... How much damage are you taking? Not that much. You're taking like 7. So we'll do this. You're gonna hatch. We'll put as much on you as we can. You're taking 41. We got a little bit more damage now. Taking 32. You're gonna hit the pyre once. I don't think there's anything I can do to stop that. And an echo snare. Use consume. It'll buff the units very well. We get more damage. Taking 129. You're probably gonna die as you move up. You're taking 32. Pyre does 30, so you're gonna take... You're gonna hit the pyre once. I don't think there's anything I can do to stop that. More frostbite isn't gonna do it, so what we can do here is just as much to you as possible. You're gonna hit it for 12 as well, which is unfortunate. I'd really like to kill you. So that does that. Thank you. You're taking 32. If I... Well, I definitely like the train steward up there. Taking 37. I have to do 20 more damage. What is... 2, 4, 6. What's 6 times 3, 18, plus the 6 from this? That'll kill ya. All right. And you're definitely dead on this floor because you don't do a lot. Well, your friends don't do a lot of damage and they're gonna stack up that frostbite. But we've done it. I shouldn't do this because we want more frostbite, but I'm gonna do it anyways because we're gonna keep stacking up the incants anyways. Very glad I didn't turn on the trial. We gotta upgrade these units, man. Apply armor 1 and can't consume. Spell weakness and can't frostbite. It's been a while since I've seen the frost shark, which is really what I'm looking for. Can't apply armor 1 to friendly units. That could have been a nice little meld there, but we're skipping that one. Deal 5 damage to enemy units per shard, extract melee weakness, and soul siphon. These are all good. Ember Drain won't affect you if you hatch. So soul siphon, especially with intrinsic, is pretty good, but force contamination gives us something to do with the extract, and the melee weakness can help kill single target enemies that we have to kill. So I like both of these. The hatching has not been a big problem, so I think forced contamination is a little bit better. I think we go right to try to upgrade spells. We're looking for a holdover, we're looking for obviously more intrinsic and spell chain from the temple. I don't want to dupe this until maybe later. Maybe after the Merchant of Steel, and then we can see if we want to go left or right. And we have another Merchant of Steel coming up. So yeah, we need a Merchant of Magic. Concealed Cavern is nice as well. -2 in intrinsic. Well, I'll admit the intrinsic would have been better with the bottle of, you know, apply +4 to the floor with Ember Drain, because we could just play it at the beginning of the turn. Double stack. Melee weakness 6. Yeah, that helps. Helps a lot. Magic power and consume. Any consume, I think, helps. The damage helps too. Force contamination we can make cheap. I mean, extract pays for itself, so it doesn't need to be free. A cheaper Titan's Tooth might be better. That way we can actually play one then the other, or play one and still have energy remaining. We'll upgrade like a Titan's Tooth for the 1 and then reroll. We got holdover. Holdover Echo Infusion is freaking beautiful. Yeah, that's good. Magic power. Let's buff the Titan's Tooth. Spell cost -1. That on. Yeah, we can play it at the end of turn. I think that went fine. Intrinsic. We can make the Titan's Tooth intrinsic, and that way we can at least play it on turn 1 for damage. Build a card. This could have also been a really good holdover target, so maybe we should have waited on that. Rage, Frostbite, or Armor. I think I'm looking for a buff card as opposed to a damage card, but not Rage. I like Armor. So give me Armor. Damage, heal, buff. Buff is damage, buff is raw damage. Heal, we have none in the deck, so that could be very interesting to pick up right here. Push, descend, ascend. Push is to the back. I don't think I want to descend or an ascend. I think I just want to have one card that is armor and heal. What's your capacity? 3. If I... I'm gonna take the descend. Descend won't do anything at the bottom, and if we dupe that unit, we can just have 2 of them on the same floor with our champion. That's what I'm thinking. We don't want to make it intrinsic or anything. We don't want it to cost -2 either. Okay. I think that's a solid upgrade. We do not care about Spell Shield. We have essentially nothing that does direct damage except Titan's Tooth, which also will kill units, so we'll fight this one. In fact, letting the units stay alive is in our benefit because then they inflict more frostbite upon themselves. The one problem is that first wave, but they don't look that strong. And they're gonna have the Titan's Tooth, of course. And we have Extraction, so we can play Bog Chrysalis. So it'll be Soul Guard. Buggy Boy. We could have played on the top floor. We're not really using that egg, but whatever. Okay, and then buff the damage. So we have Shell 4. We need more Shell, of course. It's fine. 1 Forgotten Power here kills you. 1 Train Steward kills you. $35. That'll increase very, very quickly. 40, 45, 50. Are you dead? I fought an Armageddon. Yeah, shut up. 55. But you have 54 Frostbite. You are toast, my friend. You're not quite toasted. Unfortunately. We might have to toast you some more. Let's Fracture. Echo Infusion. Echo Infusion. Train Steward. Forgotten Power. Now you're toasted. You're dead. You're dead. You're gonna die. This is going well. Well enough. That +10 every turn. It helps. It helps a lot. And yeah, if we can get another Bogfly, we could summon one here, get it close to being hatched, and then descend it. We're not doing that now, but, you know, in theory. Apply Armor 10, restore 20 health. That's pretty good. And those Bogflies are doing 100 damage each. That's not enough damage yet. We're not quite there. We're getting close. That's gonna help a lot. In fact, you attack first, you attack second, you get the buff. Hit for 644 on that one attack. It went fine. It did go fine. Nah, not good enough. Glacial Seal costs 2? Really? Forgotten Trade, it's, oh no, Return Soul. Definitely Return Soul. Consume, Infused, we can really crank on the speed of that extraction. So I think we want to go to the right. I think we want to try to get a multi-strike out of that merchant. Yeah, we gotta work on that. The spells are fine right now. Card removal is really nice too. Magic Power, Purge and -1. Come on, fingers crossed. I don't want Quick. That's the thing. I don't really want a Large Stone either. I can't put units on the same floor as my champion. All right, well that's a little bit of a whiff. There's another one coming up here, though, and hopefully we can get a multi-strike at this one. And then a Merchant of Magic here with a Hellvent is what I really like. What do we have coming up? Another Divine Temple and another Divine Temple. Very nice. Restore 50. Unnecessary, but thank you for the offer. There is a question here about where we go, top floor or bottom floor. I don't know, I haven't decided. Armor is not that big of a deal. At least it's not rage. Top floor does allow us more time, though, to build up. So I think we'll go there. We won't be able to play that one heal card on Soul Guard, but we'll have 2 extra turns to do an Echo Infusion, and then more buffs, more incants. I think the incants are going to matter more than anything else to apply as much Frostbite as possible. And apply as much Force Contamination as possible, in theory. Yeah. It is a 30 HP swing, but I think we just want to start here. We should be able to hatch him on this next turn. We gotta play this. We can't let it discard Echo Infusion. Start with this. Oh, but then we can't afford this. I mean, we actually totally can. No, I hit the wrong card. I'm a dummy. That's fine. All right, buff up. I guess we'll give none of you are dying. I think I gotta reap myself to apply Frostbite to everyone. They're not dying. Actually, that won't even do it. I'd have to get to Frostbite 20 to kill him. Because you're doing 36. You're doing 36. They're gonna freaking live. We should have just Titan's Toothed one of the floors. Reap 2. That's not gonna do it. Well, I mean, what they're gonna live and they're gonna hit the pyre for. They'll have 14. They're gonna hit the pyre for 28. Ugh, Jesus. And I gotta start here with this as well. Yeah. Not fantastic. 43, extract 2, but you'll gain 1, you'll get a 35. No, I gotta actually play it onto you. I think. Yeah, because they're not dazed for the pyre, they're dazed for the top floor. Not a 10 out of 10 play. So let's learn from our mistakes. Well, I mean, if they attack into me, well, let's learn from our mistakes. Just play one of these here. Now that floor is taken care of. We want to reap the boss? I think I'd rather buff this floor. Extract 3 is not gonna work. Do I have anything that'll infuse multiple times on this floor? I do not. So we're not gonna get that melee weakness out, are we? We should still consume something. So let's consume a reap. You will die. Can't quite build enough infusion on the other floors to get that extraction out. Now I can, but I don't have the card. We can't play this. We'll start here. Plenty of energy. Kill you. If I move you out of the way, I can do like 150 damage. You might live to hit the pyre, though. You got a lot of HP. And these guys have a lot of HP too. Ugh. I gotta buff your damage up to 100 and... Math, 115. We're gonna do that. Ooh, might not have been the best card to do that with, but we'll still do it. Well, not playing old magic on this floor anyways. You're giving everyone the armor, you jerk. You jerk. Okay, we need... I don't want to play that here. I want to play it here. Get frostbite on the boss, hurt them, and then a couple of buffs gets you to 115, and then we're killing both units. Dude, multi-strike! Multi-strike! Force contamination. Still can't play that on the boss, unfortunately. This floor's dead. You've got to go before you hit me for 30, so I think we'll have to Titan's Tooth you. We got a lot of armor on these units, which is nice. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to play that there. So I guess we'll... Lowering the damage doesn't matter. The extraction will provide another infusion though. And let's play this, kill you. 89 HP on our champ. And you only do 34 damage per turn? That's not that bad. That is not that bad at all. Now, if we can get that that force contamination, we should. And we can. That's a lot of damage. You are dead. Fantastic. I can apply old magic now. Oh, dude, we can get another force contamination out there for 12 melee weakness. Freaking fantastic. Okay. 1800 damage. Melee weakness might be the thing that wins this run, but we still are not out of the woods yet. Eternal Kinstone. Maybe Ancient Synergy for just a spell that does damage. We don't have any, like, spell weakness or anything, but it is 126 damage. One infusion might be even more important. This cannot be removed. I wonder. Let's take that Kinstone, and I think we just want more draw. We don't care about the capacity anymore. Sure, draw. Energy's not a problem. Think we still need to look for like a multi-strike or something. If we don't get it, I guess we could try Endless and just resummon it. I don't know if that'll work, but you know, it's worth an attempt, I suppose. We've got a decent chance of getting one or the other, and we'll certainly go Frostbite 2. This is a hard run though. This is a difficult one. Magic Power and Purge. Endless. This is the exact wrong time for this, because if I reroll, I want to reroll into multi-strike. Give me quick. I don't want quick. Quick is not what we're looking for, so... You know, I guess we can still Hellvent and dupe it, and then go to a Merchant of Magic and try to upgrade my spells with, like, more holdover. Or, I mean, this holdover is what I'm looking for. Or we go to yet another Merchant of Steel and try to just freaking desperately search for multi-strike. Quick is just not good enough. Like, quick. We stop an enemy from hitting us, that's a lot of frostbite that we're losing out on. $510 is really not that important. So what's more important, Merchant of Magic or with a dupe, or Merchant of Steel? I mean, if we dupe the unit, there's our multi-strike. We got 2 Bog Chrysalises, right? So worst case scenario, boom. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to dupe the unit and go for the spell upgrades. I think the spell upgrades are worth more at this point. So we'll just go for damage. And that's not a very good turn of events. I would have rather taken Endless. I don't know if the Endless works on the eggs. I keep looking it up and then forgetting. Well, let's give it a shot. And then here, if we dupe the unit, and that's like 15, and then we take another 25, that's 40, that should be enough that we can get to 105. We'll do it all at the upcoming shop. Yeah. Spikes 5. On-the-boss enemy units enter with Spikes 5. That's not a huge problem. Ember Drain sucks, but Spikes is not that bad. Still think we want to try top floor, though. Again, buys us time. Can sometimes get some good synergies out. So you can just go out there and die. You're not quite hatching, but you're getting closer. Because like these enemies I gotta kill. I gotta, if I have to fracture them to kill them, so be it. But they gotta go. In so much that I say, probably, I want to kill you. So fracture, bring it back and consume it, then you're dead. It got rid of the right card, which is nice, because otherwise it wouldn't have been amazing. You do 105 damage. It's melee weakness you. Or you have 105 HP, rather. These guys are going to be a little bit tough to deal with as well. You have 15. Titan's Tooth kills you, so I think we'll start there. Right? I always forget about that. I don't know how I'm gonna kill you guys. I guess I would like to hatch. What do we got coming up? Old magic. I could descend you, keep you on the floor, and just deal with you later. I could descend you and deal with you at the back, and you'll have spikes, but at least, well, I don't know. Start here. It gives us 2. That takes it. You know what? Because I have them not yet popped, that makes no sense to play that there. But you know, I'm gonna do it anyways. Keep them going. I think we'll descend you, get you out of the way. Deal with you later. Ember Drainer is going to be really annoying to deal with. Probably stop you. We inflict a lot of frostbite, so if I keep him on a floor with other units attacking, that's pretty okay frostbite damage, I guess. We got another big ol' Pyrewing. We're doing 160 damage. Man, that is not nearly enough, but you know, we are applying 28 frostbite per hit. It's also not nearly enough. Ooh. Well, melee weakness is coming up. That might be what gives me the edge here. Get through the deck. That'll kill you. Continue the buffs. But now we have 0 energy. Oh. I didn't draw any of the cards I could play. We have 1 energy, actually. This will give us 1. With that 1, I think we just descend that unit again, because we are going to draw Force Contamination and return Soul. And maybe we can get some spells out here. Oh, we're not gonna shuffle. Ooh, if we're not gonna shuffle, I can descend you to your own floor and deal with you at the bottom. And it's just a floor of armor guys. Well, but the floor of armor guys are not going to get the frostbite. That's the problem. That's a mighty fine problem you got there, because that's Spike's 8. Well. We'll have energy. Maybe we can make something happen. You're taking more damage at least. We could also return Soul a Titan's Tooth to apply more frostbite. But I think old magic is better just to pull a unit out of the way. What I'm thinking is, you know what? No, pull the Steel Wing down, force contamination the Pyre Wing, buff the damage of the Bogfly, Pyre Wing will die, Steel Wing will die, this Steel Wing will live, fracture ourselves to inflict more frostbite. He'll have 80 frostbite, and he'll only live for 2 turns. Okay, so that is, we'll start here. We want gotta get to 115 damage. We'll get there. We want to draw the Descend. Send you out of the way. Doesn't matter which one. Then, one more infusion will buff your damage enough. We're gonna lose the Echo, but we'll get them back. And we want to fracture ourselves once. It's a lot of damage that we'll be taking, but we will kill this guy before he can kill us. I'm almost positive. Almost. We want to extract, which will also infuse. 106. 113. 120. So now you're taking 68. 72. That's as good as we're gonna get it. The Pyre took 2 hits. Dude, I have to like scrimp and save to try to make this work. Oh, the Reap is gonna do a lot of damage, but that's kind of just okay. He's not reaped, which is good. Return Soul. Now is as good a time as ever to give us a little bit more HP, I think. Ironic, because I am dropping our own HP by playing cards, but it's worth it. Okay, you're dead. Expected. But also, now you're very dead. Took 1,000 off of the weakness hit. That card is getting a lot of value. Apply frostbite to enemy units or spell weakness. Spell weakness does not matter. Frostbite doesn't really matter either. It's a consume card, but I don't think it's good enough. Soul Siphon, if we can draw this with intrinsic, we can just fill a floor. And actually, maybe it's good so that we can apply melee weakness on another floor, or maybe we just want to get another one of the melee weakness enablers. We need that raw damage, it seems like. So drafting a second one in the deck should be okay. If we get intrinsic, we can always just put intrinsic on like another Echo Infusion or an Eternal Kinstone, which is acceptable. So yeah, let's do another Forced Contamination. And I think we are going to go Merchant of Magic. So what do we got? Intrinsic and -2. What do we got here? Permafrost plus 10, -1, not that good. Although Permafrost on the Infusion would be okay. Not the Infusion, the Corruption. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. Also tempting. But I think we're okay just putting upgrades on other spells. Unless we get a spell chain. Spell chain on... We don't have a spell chain, so we're not going to have spell chain on Echo Infusion. Would have been good, though. Would have been very good. But no, I think 2 damage removes damage shield and maybe kills weak units. Frostbite's going to do that. I don't think we need jack strips. I think we just re-roll. But if we have excess money, we'll do it. Permafrost. Yeah, I think that's acceptable. Magic power. Then on the Titan's Tooth. Spells cost -1. Sure, I mean a free Kinstone, nothing wrong with that. Holdover. That's the other thing I was looking for. Holdover Extract, Holdover Forced Contamination. That's a lot of damage we can apply, and we guarantee keep the card every time we draw it. Holdover Return Soul, we get to draw more cards and consume them. Holdover Echo Transfer. In fact, we can make Echo Transfer intrinsic, can't we? So we get damage and health every turn for free. That's exceptionally tempting. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good to buff the damage of the units. I do feel like the melee weakness might be more important, though. We gotta buy all this. We gotta buy all this. So, oh good, -2. Because if we dupe the unit, it's only a dupe of 15. We have something to dupe for 10? Echo Infusion is a dupe for 5? It's a lot of HP. That might be enough HP to matter. It takes us to 70. We can only get to 95 though if we do that. Unless we take... No, we can't take anything to make that better. Although we have another holdover, right? What about a holdover intrinsic old magic so we can play both of our units on the bottom floor every time? The problem with that is that if we ever have a situation where we need melee weakness, we might not draw it, but it is permafrosted. We might just have it in hand and we can use that to output a lot of damage, but then we can have 4 units on the bottom floor doing damage instead of just 2 units in the champion. Permafrosting and intrinsicing this would have been way more sensical. No, because we can't play on the top floor. We gotta play on the bottom if we want to have all of our units. Not true. Intrinsic holdover, we can have all of our units on the middle, and then we just rely on the plus health to take us where we need to go. We're not gonna buff the health that much for the unit. No, 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 no. Kind of like the idea of just the old magic. Intrinsic, holdover, every floor, or every turn we can heal our front unit by 30. The Echo Infusion is a lot less important. Problem, of course, is that we don't have time to build up that bottom floor, and then the melee weakness might be what we need, and we might not draw it when we need it. Oh, but we can just descend units. We don't have to play it on ourselves. Yo, okay, yep. I've determined the correct outcome. It's old magic. We're gonna make it holdover. Because 30 damage is meaningless when we're inflicting like 100 frostbite or something like that. We can just keep a unit on the floor getting frostbitten, so when they move up, they die naturally. Or have another turn until we draw the what is it? Melee weakness cards, because we got plenty of those. Okay, so that's 105. Okay, now I'm feeling it. Now I'm feeling it. Spells get an extra upgrade slot that is 10 attack or 10 magic power in 1 energy. Anything that we want to reduce in cost? Nope. Maybe old magic. In fact, that might be worth it to make it free. Let's buy that and then re-roll. Freeze a random card in your hand. That's not bad. That's not bad. So we'll buff the Titan's Tooth that we're gonna hold on to. Maybe we could have afforded a card removal. I think we could have. That's fine. Silence? Silence! Yeah, silence is exceptional. We could have afforded another card removal because we have 115, but that's fine. I think that went beautifully. We should not have bought the plus 10 magic power. We could have removed something instead, but that's fine. This should be okay. We're gonna play on the bottom. We're gonna unlock all of our units. We're gonna keep enemies down there if we need to kill them. We can reap anything that moves up. These enemies are gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with, but okay, they're gonna be impossible to deal with. You know what? We should build on the middle floor, because we can descend. Will that matter? I mean, it gives us a chance to draw a Titan's Tooth, so yeah, it does matter. We might have an energy problem, but that's okay. In case we get Titan's Tooth, we drew the unit. I want to play everything. I guess what we need the least is Echo Transfer, unfortunately. You know, on the bright side, we're not going to be Ember Drained twice. No Titan's Tooth, but an Echo... You're dying? I don't believe it. You'll be fine. Start by descent. I might need to descend you. 50? How much damage? 50, and then another 45, so 95, plus another 11, 116 damage. I can't keep you alive, so I do have to descend that big boy unit. And then hope for a Titan's Tooth next turn. But we can buff you. We can buff you. 2. It's not enough. We'll just do it like this. At least you're gonna hatch. Egg boy at the top floor is not doing anything, but that's okay. You are dead. You are not dead. I have to spend 2 fractures to kill you. I might let you go. I might let you go. We're still dying. Titan's Tooth will prevent the death. We're gonna be Ember Drained to hell, though. Send you. We gotta wipe this floor. Dude, the health is becoming a problem, unfortunately. Reaping you will get the kill. Then I think we probably we can't melee weakness you? Oh, crap. Well, we'll play this here then. We've got another one of those in the deck. I can start descending to the bottom and then start building up more health with the old magic, which actually does sound like a very good idea. It'll take us 5 turns to do it, and we have 5 waves remaining. Because right now you're not living. If I give you 30 health, you're more likely to live. I can bring back a Titan's Tooth. That'll wipe these units. You'll be taking damage. Ah, but I'm not gonna kill you. Force contamination is in the draw pile. We should have started on the bottom. We should have started on the bottom. This old magic heal is actually pretty important. Let's see. Force contamination, broken stone. Contamination could kill one of you. 10, 20, 30, 40, 54. I mean, that'll keep you alive. Not for much longer. But you're alive for now. There's only 14 damage coming up. Maybe we try to just risk it. Keep everything on this floor. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There's enough time, though, to play all the old magics. That's the thing. A couple of units might squeak by, but... play a bunch of fractures and these guys are gonna die. You're not gonna die, though, unless I bring back melee weakness and play it on you, the Gilded Wing. But how are we gonna kill you? That's a good question. You will have 26 times 2. You'll have 50-something frostbite, which actually, it's pretty much enough. And we won't be Ember Drained. I think we'll do that. I think we gotta keep Soul Guard alive. And the old magic. You know, okay, here's the problem with doing this. Old magic, sure, it gives him 30 health now, but then we're not playing old magic on him, we're playing it on all the freaking bogflies every turn to descend them, so we're not actually getting the value out of him. Now, we could use him to just, like, weaken a floor, but he's already doing that right now. So I think we just let him die and rely on the bogflies and significant amounts of melee weakness, which makes me not really that happy because I don't think that'll do enough. But what else do you do? If we can buff our damage enough and get enough melee weakness in there, we can do a lot of damage, but I don't think we're quite there yet. I don't think we're quite there yet. We should have started on the bottom. It would have been way better. I kind of want to restart if this fails, because I think if we start at the bottom, everything will work out just fine. Because right now we just don't quite have the damage that we need. But if we don't have the damage that we need right now, why don't we try the descending? Because it does still give us 30 damage every turn that we're blocking, technically. There's gonna be a lot of extra minions being spawned down here, though, and they're gonna destroy Soul Guard. But he's already being destroyed. In fact, you know what? Maybe we just play old magic on him every turn. Maybe that's the strategy. It could work. So you're gonna go down here and start blocking. You hopefully live. Fracture you. We'll get another fracture out. So at least they're gonna die. Unfortunately, okay, you're taking 71. You still might kill the pyre if I can't deal with you. You're taking 56. You are living, which is nice. And you are living, which is not so nice. 12 damage, 219 HP. 48. I gotta descend you. But if I descend you, we're not doing what we need to do. But there's nothing else to do except just try to keep things alive, so Soul Guard is gonna do as much as he can. The frostbite being destroyed on the boss is very unfortunate. But let's see. It's buff. Well, let's. This is a spell. Extract. This will pay for itself and then some. If we can get your damage to 90, you can kill him. Hit can kill him, and then hit here. That might be the play. Oh, but it's gonna extract for 3! God damn it! Okay. Keep you alive, what does it look like? 86. If I play this, okay, play this. Now you're taking 73 because you're getting hit once, so we will extract you. Now you're dead. Okay. 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 Honestly, block a shot. Thank you. Rough. But worked. Everything's dying at least. You're dying, which is unfortunate. You're taking 28. Sorry, 24. So now waves remaining 2. We don't want to descend though. I think we just want Soul Guard to wipe things. And that's what it's doing. So I think this buff does not do enough to keep your health up. I don't see us defeating the boss. I really don't. So you know what I like? Get you out of the way. You're gonna take more damage on that bottom floor. See what we get here. Nothing good. Can't really extract. Nah, it didn't hit what we wanted it to hit, that's fine. We do damage every turn, but boss is very strong. That's annoying, and that's frostbite. You're taking 44 though. This keeps you alive for another hit. Think. We're looking for the Titan's Tooth next turn. So I think we can descend you out of the way. And the boss is done. So let's start stacking up. It's not a lot of damage. It's enough that the front unit is living though for one turn. So we're gonna have no energy, but we have cards to play, including extraction. Okay. Titan's Tooth can then be played. He's living! He refuses to die! Don't need old magic anymore, I don't think. So let's not play that. Turn Soul. Do we bring back the melee weakness card? Oh, I can't play it down here. There's not enough room. then don't bring it back. You might draw it later. We will have melee weakness 6 for the boss. I don't think that's going to be enough. What can we return soul back? We should have played those cards down there. Could return soul Echo Infusion. Titan's Tooth killing this unit and implying Frostbite might be kind of nice. It's an expensive card that we can dump. Force Contamination would require 2 pits to be playable, which we do not have. Let's play that there. It's hilarious that you're living now. Because it lowered the damage of everyone to increase the damage of this one unit. I think we bring back the Titan's Tooth. I think we can say, let's just kill this unit and apply some Frostbite. And see what works. I mean, we either kill the boss or the Gilded Wing kills us. We are not killing the boss. It's not over yet because we get this. We're doing 1,400 damage. Okay, it's over. 1,700 damage. You're not gonna kill the pyre, so I'm gonna let you go. 1,800 damage. 1,900 damage. 2,100 damage. 2,200 damage. You will kill my pyre. That was a good run, though. Egg builds are just a little wonky. They're a little wonky. They're hard to set up. I don't know what I would do here. Do I have a Train Steward in the deck? I got melee weakness again. I could buff your health. I could buff your damage. Just say, like, get it over with. I'll give you all of the buffs. All right. Fun run. Little wonky. I don't know what we should have done there. Maybe the sweep with quick could have killed the units, but then, you know, you're not getting the frostbite out there if you're not letting them hit your champion. Maybe just playing on the bottom floor would have been enough, because if we played on the bottom floor, we could have kept playing the heal card on the champion. That probably would have been the better idea. Fun run though. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. I can't speak right now. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at any of the links below in the video description. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.